This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live.
So I want to see the energy surrounding Beyonce and Kendrick Lamarr. How does Kendrick Lamarr currently feel about Beyonce? Yeah, I was intending to pull only one card for each for current feelings towards each other, but Beyonce apparently got a lot to say. I get triggered at the thought of you. Okay, so she feels like there's a need to defend him. I guess it's surrounding the beef, but I'm gonna start with Kendrick first. So this card, I've been watching your social media. I feel like that's pretty straightforward. I feel like he has been watching her social media, and he's also like aware of like what's going on, like with her hair care brand. He may even bought a product, but I see one. He may have bought one thing. Doesn't Kendrick have locks, or he hasn't? Yeah, he may have bought one thing from her. He might be like aware of like, all the racial things happening when it comes to her project, Cowboy Carter. It's just there's a emphasis on social media when it comes to how Kendrick Lamarr feels about Beyonce, and if he feels like everything that she does is a marketing strategy. He thinks that he thinks like BD. That's what I'm hearing. Like, BD really give a fuck? I feel like that's what he wants to ask her. That's what he asks himself when he sees that she's on social media, being vulnerable and saying these things, like when it comes to her hair and when it comes to people making her feel like she wasn't accepted when she performed at the Country Music Awards. There's a question here. It's like, do you really care, or is this all a marketing strategy, is what he feels like. But I feel like he bought a product. He may have bought an oil or like something in those gray bluish containers. Like, I see a jar of something. I see an oil. I don't fucking know. How does Beyonce currently feel towards Kendrick? Well, this is the first card that popped out. I'm aware there's more of it. I was going to ask, that's my question. Is the beef between him and the other men fake? And I feel like it's a yes. I feel like it's a gimmick, to be honest with you. It could be a possibility though that the beef was catapulted from already existing conflict between all of them, but I do feel like this is just to make money. Like, it's a publicity stunt. Believe it or not, while everybody else is fighting, somebody's making money. Or I honestly feel like she thinks that she knows that the conflict that's going on between him and the other dudes is a ploy. And also, I don't know if he's talked to her about it or expressed his he has expressed his feelings towards the situation, but she feels like she knows Kendrick. And so despite Kendrick already putting out a diss track, she knows that I never listened to it, but I heard that the diss track is more chill. It's not like fiery. It's more of like it relies more on lyricism. if that is true, like she knows that Kendrick is more fiery and is more bothered than he lets on, if that makes sense. I honestly really don't care about them beefing. I care less to do a reading on it, but I'm gonna touch a little bit on it in this reading, I suppose. I guess. You guys shouldn't care either. Like at this point, I keep telling y'all, like, you can't necessarily trust any beef that goes on between celebrities because 9 times out of 10, it's literally like a publicity stunt. The thing with Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion was a publicity stunt. JT and that other girl, Glorilla, publicity stunt, but it was based off of existing conflict already. Glorilla lied about slapping JT, and JT was already mad about that. But again, their beef was that was the catalyst of their beef. It was based on existing conflict. So JT had no problem with going back and forth with Glorilla because she's still mad at Glorilla for lying about slapping her. That's crazy. Like, how you just go straight up lie about slapping somebody, Glorilla? That is crazy. With Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. A reading on Machine Gun Kelly is coming. But yeah, everybody keep playing in y'all face, and y'all keep falling for the okie doke. But I need more time to reflect on myself. And sorry for breaking your trust. I don't know what trust she broke when it comes to Kendrick Lamarr, but this could be talking about like her feeling the need to stick up for him in some way, shape, or form. Like, shout out his name in like a song or something. I don't fucking know. But there is a special connection here. Hold on. I want to ask. Did Beyonce and Kendrick ever sleep with each other? I do feel like there is a deep connection here, and it's kind of weird because this is a weird, profound connection between the two, but how long have they even been friends? That's the thing. Did Beyonce and Kendrick Lamarr ever sleep with each other? Did Beyonce? I'm honestly kind of scared at the answer. Wait, hold on. Did Beyonce and Kendrick Lamarr ever sleep with each other? What the oh my God. Okay. So this took a turn. All right, let me just spit it out. I see, you know what I see? I see in ORGY. I see it. And oh my God. What the fuck? And I see it happening at some sort of mansion, at some sort of house. No, I don't think it has to do with Diddy. I don't think so. It's more of like an elite type of ORGY. Was it in an intimate setting? No. But I feel like they have done something sexual, and it has to do with like some sort of mansion sex party sort of thing, and they have on mask. I have to stress that because I see it taking place somewhere where there's confidentiality, like they have to wear a mask or something, because the Seven of Swords talks about sneaky energy, and then she's holding 5 swords in her hand, and 5 swords talks about lying. So I see confidentiality here being stressed. No phones, no cameras, none of that shit, and then you have to wear a mask. I see that type of situation going on. Do I see Diddy being this? No, I don't. But I feel like, what the fuck? But there's anxiety. There's anxiety here I feel like on Beyonce's part because there's mask and there's confidentiality. She didn't know before. She didn't know. It's weird. But this ORGY was probably done for just elite purposes, just because they can, or may have been some sort of ritual for some sort of success or benefit. Because I see the Six of Wands here. And to be honest with you, I'm viewing this as Beyonce because the woman is on a white horse with the cheetah print on. Yes. Oh my God. This might have to do with the beta kitten programming. When it comes to MK Ultra victims, there's different types of programming. Beta kitten programming is specifically sex slave programming. And how you can tell when a celebrity has been a beta sex kitten program person is when they wear cheetah print. Beyonce has worn cheetah print like numerous times, and this woman is wearing a cheetah print jacket. I don't know if Kendrick wore cheetah print. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But it has something to do with sex, and it has something to do with... You see all these wands? That's dicks. You see all of these, bitch? Child. You didn't hear from me. That's enough of that shit. I actually read an article about that, about the MK Ultra programming. I'm gonna start venturing off into that, for you guys to get a better understanding of how that shit works. And I'm starting it with Machine Gun Kelly. My next question is, how does Jay-Z feel about about Kendrick Lamarr and Beyonce's connection together? How does Jay-Z feel? I want to be with you, but I'm scared. I regret how I've handled this situation. I don't know what I want. My love for you will never change. And I can't stop thinking about you. Okay, so Jay-Z is jealous. Like, at one point, he may have even made that known to Kendrick. Like, I think they may have had a conversation. But it was just between them. But leading up to that conversation that they had between each other, Jay-Z may have been a little snarky towards Kendrick because he thought that him and Beyonce had something more personal going on. Okay? And so I honestly feel like he's protective of Beyonce around Kendrick because, yeah, Beyonce is practically Jay-Z's meal ticket, and she just so happens to be the mother of his children and his wife, and so he's extra protective of this woman and afraid that somebody will take her away from him, because that's a walking check right there. I already told y'all, I don't think Jay-Z loves her anymore. His love manifests as a way of handling business and as a way of, Beyonce getting the accolades. That's how he shows her appreciation. As long as she's achieving, he's happy. But you know what's weird? I feel like if Beyonce stopped fucking caring, he wouldn't like that either. It's weird. It's almost as if he likes when she chases him. When she doesn't chase him, that's when he shows affection. But when she chases him, that's when he's so nonchalant, and so it's weird. It's so fucking weird. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, I feel like he was jealous at some point, and now it's neutral now between both parties. Once it was established that nothing between Kendrick and Beyonce is going on. What are Beyonce's feelings towards Kendrick Lamarr? What did I tell you? Stunt, publicity stunt, money, publicity. What the fuck did I tell you? She feels like it was a stunt. It's a publicity stunt. Because again, I'm pulling on her energy and what she thinks. That doesn't mean that what she thinks is true. But I'm telling you right now, it looks like in this case she's right, because she's confident too that, you know, you need to provide for your family. You know, you need to get back out there. And you're doing this, you're pulling this. I feel like there may have been some strategy in how Kendrick went about that diss track too. Not really wanting to be hostile, you know. If what I heard is true about how he delivered on the track. How does she feel? Yeah, it's about money, y'all. It's about money. And also, did I say that she felt bad for not, you know, having his back, showing support in some way? I honestly feel like she feels bad. She act like she don't see nothing. She didn't message him. She didn't send him an email or nothing. I don't think so regarding this situation. And she don't want to come across as, I know, like this can't be real. This has to be fake. I guess Beyonce don't trust herself to filter her thoughts when it comes to her friend Kendrick. You know, she wants to keep it real with him. And so if she feels like she should make it known that she knows that this isn't real, or if this is just a publicity stunt, she'd just rather not say anything at all. And she has other things to worry about, to be honest with you. A burden. To be honest with you, I don't think Beyonce is okay. But, you know, she's praying, she's hoping that things, you know, will work out in his favor, in hers. But she's more focused on her healing and making sure that she maintains balance in her life. She can't worry about other people's business right now. She doesn't even have the energy to worry about other people's business right now as we speak. Now, I know I pulled cards on her and Rihanna, and I told y'all she was in Rihanna's business, which is true. She was. But right now, that was like a month ago. But right now, you know, she's more focused on her healing and her growth and making sure that her world is balanced, whatever that may look like to her. Hey, you know something? I think that, I could be wrong, but I think I heard this too from another reader. I think that Jay-Z caught something. You see how these leaves are growing from this wand? You see how this girl is looking at it? You can't, my camera's not focusing. You can't necessarily see her face good, but this looks like tolerance to me. This looks like she's tolerating what she's looking at. And I honestly feel like Jay-Z caught something. Is Kendrick Lamar's beef with Drake fake? Is Kendrick Lamar's beef with Drake fake? Is it a publicity stunt? Okay, who took shots at who first? Because this, honestly, the Nine of Swords came out, and that talks about reckless words being exchanged, and that sums up what's going on perfectly as far as like the diss tracks and all that. But what I'm getting also from this card is someone took shots at someone first, and then and the person that, you know, was a victim in the situation first just reacted. That's what this looks like. But also, is it big? Yes. There's something here. What did I tell you? I think I explained to you how online fights go. I explained to you when it comes to JT and Glorilla, I feel like there was existing conflict here, and people were just fine with keeping to themselves. But something was initiated on both parties' camps, as far as like, I don't know, like team or whatever. They're like, okay, beef, say something, and then they say something, and y'all get a beef started. But it was built on a shaky foundation anyway. It was built on already existing conflict. But the reason why it's even public in the first place, y'all, is because they playing in y'all face. They playing in y'all face. Child, I can't. And then they both show the one eye. This talks about industry shit. This is usually my contracts card. This usually comes out when a contract is involved when it comes to like industry shit, but this is strictly industry shit, and I honestly feel like parties on both camps, camps on both parties initiated a beef and said, y'all need a beef. And then do I necessarily see, were they told to like say something specific? No, I honestly feel like they just took shots at each other based on already existing conflict. Like JT, like Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Do y'all get tired? Are Beyonce and Kendrick Lamarr best friends? Like, are they friends? Are they genuinely friends? To be honest with you, this is weird. This could have something to do with Jay-Z, but the Queen of Swords is here. And I honestly feel like that this has something to do with Beyonce. Something may have happened, like I said, maybe when it comes to Jay-Z. Or I did pull a card on the energy check between her and how she feels, and it says, I'm sorry for breaking your trust. She may have done something. She may be using him, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, there's still, Six of Cups talks about soulmate energy. There's still a deep connection here between the two. The fact that she collaborated with Kendrick more than once, says a lot. She doesn't necessarily always do that. But something may have happened recently when it comes to the two, because there's a bit of resilience here. It could be involving money, even though I don't see cards indicating that money was involved in whatever the fuck this is going on. And this is the same card that came out when I asked if they sleep with each other. So child, this could be during the Blackest King era too. Something could have happened between the two during the Blackest King era. Was he a feature on that album? I have to go back and look. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I'll see y'all. Bye.